Hello, everybody. This is Demetris Curry coming your way with what? Another Financially Fit Friday. I'm so excited to be here today, guys. We got some new stuff going on. You said I'm not gonna holler. I'm not gonna holler. I'm gonna holler a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So come in a little bit closer. We got some announcements to make. Okay, we got some announcements to make, guys. Today is a special day. Today is a special day because something that I've been working on for quite a while is now here for your handing, to have you listen to it, read up on it, touch it, hold it, take it to your loved ones, be able to write into it, give your thoughts, and then also a keepsake and a I love you to your family. So no need to argue. I put it in writing, is officially here. It is a workbook that I've been working on for quite a while. And we've had some amazing team members helping us pull it all together. I got to give shout out to Miss April Brooks Dudley, who has been behind the scenes as my virtual assistant, making sure we get everything together. But I got to also shout out Miss Sharon Monet of Penn Legacy Publish House. I tell you, she is my go-to when it comes to publishing and to also know how to edit, format, and put everything in place for the retail store. So I have to give you guys a shout out. But one of the most important shout outs that I have to give is my grandmother, Ethel May. This particular book right here was also in part of a tribute to her for everything that she has taught me and my aunts and uncles and all of the foundation that she has laid for us. So I just want to say thank you so very much to all of you for everything that you do and have done to help us bring this to fruition. So we're going to talk about why now, why today. You know, I've been working on this for a little bit and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see it and to get an idea of what it's going to be doing for you in your lives. Okay. We are working on making things so much better for families. We want to make sure that people know what is going on in their lives, how to bring it all together for their families, how to make sure that they are not keeping them guessing about what's next in their lives. And what does that mean? What does that mean for your family? What does it mean for leaving behind legacy and memories and things like recipes and all those things that your mother and your grandmother and your grandfather did so well and you wish you would have picked it up, you know? So in this particular book, we're also talking about not just the important things like your trust and your wills and your power of attorneys and where to find this information, where to look in the house, you know, whether it's going to be inside of the vault or if it's going to be inside of possibly being inside of your cabinets or maybe inside of your rooms, wherever you're keeping those things, right? How do they find those things and where do they go to put their hands on it? But not just that. We're talking about the memory of it all. We're talking about what happened in your lives with your parents. What memories do they have? What conversations what you had? What did they leave behind to you? What type of knowledge did they also pass to you? And so in this book, I'm telling you, no need to argue. I put in writing. Also encompasses that. It also brings all that together to say, hey, not only am I telling you where to go for those important things, but I'm also telling you about the things that maybe you don't know that I need to tell you. I'm proud of you. I love you. I cherish you. And I am in awe of your accomplishments. So not only is it a book for the important documents of where to find those documents and who's my attorney and who's my accountant, but also keep this forever, never, never. I'm going to write in it. You can keep my handwriting. You can look at it forever and ever. and I'm leaving this for you. So I'm so excited that we had the chance to do this, because a lot of our clients, our senior clients, they have that same question. They said, hey, we got our paperwork together. We did our estate plan with you. We did our trust with you. We did our wills with you. We now have our power of attorneys for our healthcare, financial, health proxies, all that stuff we have. But what if I want to leave them some notes? What if I want to leave them some special memories? What if I want to leave them some how to's, or, maybe give them the recipe for something they always had me cook for them on the holidays? Well, guess what? We put all that into this for you. So I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to do that. So today, the pre-order autographed copies are now available on demetriscurry.com. We just released it today, with the understanding that you can get a paper copy, a paperback copy, or a hardback copy. Okay. So you can just sort of decide which one is better for you. But you can go on to demetriscurry.com and go ahead and get your autographed copy that be shipped out to you personally from me, with my signature on there as an autograph to you of a thank you for being involved, for allowing us to be part of your lives. This is before it hits the retail stores later in the month. So if you have the opportunity to do it today to get that autographed copy, it is going to be a little bit cheaper. So you might as well go ahead and get a little copy. So I'm so thankful for you guys. So I wanted to stop there and talk about this. I want to talk about it for a second. This is the cover of the book. Hello. No need to argue. I put it right. Don't you guys love this cover? Oh my God. So Tamika did this cover with Pen Legacy under the direction of Miss Sharon Monet. I'm telling you, they did an extraordinary job on this cover. So I'm so excited and so thankful for you guys for being a part and helping me with this. Thank you so much for that. But I want to stop and talk about that for a moment. So those people that have already called and text and said, hey, I want to get 4 copies for my staff. I want to get 2 or 3 copies for my barbershop, to give out to the barbers. We even had a home care service company that called earlier this week and say, I want 6 copies to give to my management team. So if you want to order in bulk, please reach out to us, where we can still make sure you get a bulk order. We will actually help you with the shipping being a little bit lower by doing that. So we can also help with bulk if you want to do bulk orders for your staff or for your family members, or maybe even your organization, and you want to make sure they have this keepsake workbook of how to get their house in order, and also have that for their families for generations to come, for generations to come. So excited about that, guys. And so this is important. This is important. And I'm glad that we had the chance to show this to you and to look at that. But let's jump into a recap. Remember to go to demetriscurry.com and order your pre-order today. We'll have it sent out to you personally with my autographed copy of thank yous, and we appreciate you. And now's the time to be able to get that before it hit the retail stores. We're expecting it for it to be in several of the stores that picked it up last time for our previous book, Brighter Days Ahead. And a lot of you guys got Brighter Days Ahead a few years back and found it in areas like Amazon and Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, Apple eBooks. I mean, so many areas that you were able to buy, retail stores that you were able to buy it from. But we're expecting this is probably going to be something similar, if not bigger. Hey, we never know what God's going to do, right? You never know what God's going to do. So at this time, let's do a quick recap of this month. This was the launch month, okay, of what? It was the time for us to look at everyone, all the experts that we had. And then we had also people that came in and they talked to us about different things in financial literacy, right? Were you guys here? Did y'all get a chance to see the attorney here the first week of March? Did you get a chance to experience Miss Izara? Oh my goodness, who talked about the experience in her family, right? And then we had the extraordinary Kenny Anderson. It was also here with us as well. Do you guys remember them coming on? Oh my goodness. If you missed, okay, if you missed those shows, you missed some shows, okay? you missed some shows. We're talking about Mr. Kenny Anderson right here. He came in and he started talking about legacy. He was talking about the legacy of all of teaching people how to, look beyond the veil. Okay, Mr. Kenny Anderson, and if you have not had the opportunity to follow him, make sure that you are going to see what he is doing in this community. Okay, teaching in schools and organizations, networks, companies, large organizations ask him to come in and help with their business development. So you definitely want to make sure you're listening to that. Go back and listen to the replay. Make sure you subscribe and share the YouTube channel at Demetris Curry. And you can get to it at Demetris Curry is actually our tag. And you can go in and listen to those shows. If you missed them, make sure you go back and listen to him, because the information that was shared, okay, with Mr. Kenny Anderson, he was the last one for this particular month, 6 days ago. Listen to what he's talking about. Also, listen to his radio station. Listen to the radio show that he also does about legacy building and things of that nature. You need that in challenging yourself and moving to the next level, right? So if you missed that show, make sure you go back and listen to the recap. But let's stop for a second. Let's talk about Missy Zara. Missy Zara came on, and she was on the show 13 days ago. She came in and shared her personal testimony. And in her personal testimony, she talked about how they lost their legacy, a large estate, and how they lost that. And all this ties in together. It's so befitting that the pre-sales of the books drop today for those people trying to get their house in order and want to make sure they're not just leaving behind assets on paper, but also to be able to leave memories and cherished moments. But she mentioned to me in that video of how devastating it was for her family to lose their legacy, to lose their large estate, and how it has impacted her parents and her family, even today, in communication, where the communication has never been the same after they went through that in their family, because it was such a large estate for their family that was supposed to pass down to generations and generations. But there were some things that did not get a chance to get lined up, because guess what? Things just didn't line up in the time frame that they needed to line up while they were trying to get things in order. So this is why it's a perfect opportunity. Get your things in order. Get your things in order. Okay? And so I'm glad that we had the opportunity to meet her, talk to her. Maybe you missed that recap. If you didn't get a chance to listen to Missy Zara, you definitely want to go in. She's been doing life and health insurance for many years, okay? For many years. So for her to be as transparent as she was about losing what she lost at that time, hey, it's amazing to be able to work with people that don't mind sharing their story and telling you what happened in their lives. And then we had the opportunity to speak with attorney Mo. We had the opportunity to speak with attorney Mo. And Mo Daka, who is actually one of our partnering attorneys with real estate. We talk to him about real estate sometimes, at least I do. But also, we're talking about the living revocable trust. We're talking about what happens while you're still living. One of the things I want to share with you is that when we decided to bring estate planning onto part of what we do for our clients, and for those people that have worked with me before in the past and they've been here with me for the last 30 years, you already know that we have several services that we offer under the generational wealth umbrella. But when I decided that estate planning was important for what I do for my clients, it was because I was seeing my commercial real estate investors go through things. It was because I was seeing my life insurance and retirement clients get stuck in probate. It was because I was seeing investment properties not being properly protected under LLCs and S corps. And these are properties that my team and I finance for our clients. The lending opportunities are there. These are properties that are brought to us by our realtor partners, and we help them get their funding done for their clients. But later, we're learning that they never got proper structure of protecting the property after it has been funded. That was a problem. When you're building out a full estate plan, you have to also think about your business. You have to think about who gets your business if something was to happen to you. How do you list that entity? You have to also think about any other investment asset properties that you have. What about the retirements? Do you want them to go to your children directly, or do you want the state to be involved? These are the things that we were running into as service providers of our clients. And so when the opportunity came for us to be able to partner with attorney offices and partner with paralegals and partner with financial advisors, we said, guess what? Now we're going to put all this together. We're going to put all this together in one collaborative effort. And we're going to make sure that the client and our friends and our partners, and especially the families that we cover and the businesses that we service, are now not only getting just one piece of service, but we're thinking about not just them having what we give them, but how do we protect what we help them get? And then I thought about my own family. And I said, you know what? I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I am a daughter. I need to figure out how to make sure that not only am I protected with whatever my family leaves to me, how do I make sure that rolls to my son? And how do I protect my business that I've worked so hard to build? Right? That I've worked so hard to build. Listen, you guys see me on here all the time. These darn ideas everywhere. I've had you guys call and laugh and joke at me all the time and say, listen, I need you to sit down somewhere because I'm tired of seeing you. but all that to say, right? With that being the case, I'm not working just to be working. Let me talk to the small business owners out here. We are not working just to be working. We're not building a business just to build a business. I don't know about you, but I am not. I'm not building out this potential franchise just to build it out. I'm not partnering with all these partners just to do it and waste my time. I have a vision. And the vision itself must be that when I am no longer here and I'm long gone, the impact is left behind. And that my children and children's children are able to see what we have built for them along the way. Because I know that was the intent of my grandparents. I know that is the intent of my parents, right? So with all of that being said, how do you not only impact your family, but how do you also protect the loved ones that are around you and the people that trust you most? That's the answer of why we're here, to make sure that we can assist and we can aid and we can comfort and we can protect those that are here with us on a day-to-day basis, that are asking for things that they don't really know the answer to. Sometimes they don't even know the question to it. And so if you can give them the answer, to give them a question and make them think a little bit further, now they feel like they are, I'm answering something here. I'm fulfilling something I've been wanting to do and just didn't know how to do it. And now I have an answer. Peace of mind is something that you just simply can't buy. So with that being said, we're answering the call to help those that are asking for the assistance. So I wanted to go over this recap with you of what has happened so far in the month of March. Attorney Modaka opened us up the early part of March talking about the living wills. He talked about the trust. He talked about the last will and testament. He talked about, the health proxy. He even gave the story of him and his attorney partner, Tim, having to do something at the very, very last minute and get a trust in place while a lady was in the hospital on her deathbed. And literally minutes after she passed and got everything notarized and things of that nature, that she went on to heaven. And I promise you, she put everything in place in writing and done before she left this earth. And the story of that gave me simple chills of someone said, hey, I didn't get a chance to do this before, but this may be my last chance to do it and I'm going to get it done. So him sharing that testimony on the first episode in March, oh my goodness, was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So it's things like that that we're trying to help our families with, help our clients with, our commercial real estate investors, landlords, REITs properties, private practice companies that we service and we finance their new projects and we help them get their lending and their funding and their working capital. These business owners are working their tail off on a day-to-day basis. But you got to also remember that the paperwork has to be right. And you want to make sure that your documents are reflecting protections for you and your family and how to pass it on to those that you want to have it. So with that being said, I want to say thank you guys for listening in this month, the month of March, for our comeback for season 2 for Financially Fit Friday. I tell you, everyone has been asking for us to bring back Financially Fit Friday, and I was so glad that we was able to bring it back in the style that we were able to bring it back in, starting off with the people that we started off with. But guess what? April is going to be amazing as well. So I wanted to make sure I took the time to say thank you, to also invite you guys to get your copy of what? No Need to Argue. I put it in writing. It is now available for pre-order, autograph copy only, okay, on DemetrisCurry.com. It will come into a paperback and also for a hardcover, okay? So you have those two choices. So I want to make sure that you saw that as well. And then to also give many thanks to those people that were involved with getting this project off of the ground. And then to also say, wait a minute, we're not done yet. This is just the beginning. We're doing a recap of what happened in the month of March with the experts, the testimonials, and the guidance that we got from 3 amazing people. Mr. Modaka, attorney at law, general counsel. Miss Izara Janito in the Florida area doing her thing. So excited for her. She covers the entire United States, but she is an amazing, amazing agent and officer. And of course, business developer and mindset mogul, Mr. Kenny Anderson. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here for our first month of Breakout with the Financially Fit Friday. You guys came in rocking really hard. So I'm so excited. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me this Friday. And we got more to share. We're going to have some announcements coming out of who is our next guest for the first week of April. Woo! So stay tuned for those. Don't forget to go out there and get your autographed copy. All right? Talk to you soon. This is Demetris Curry signing off.